Hello everyone, welcome back to the Pokemon Emerald. So yeah, what did we do last time? We got our first Pokemon, yay. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so this isn't too long after the last recording. I actually had to take a break because my voice was getting all tired. I had to take a break. I drank some water. I have water here now, so I'll be alright. And then I watched it back. I realized that, like, I kind of thought this would happen, but the game audio was pretty quiet. So I went into the Elgato, and I unchecked automatically reduce game sound. So we'll try that and see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's better. I'm pretty sure it will be. I didn't actually do a test recording, so it may actually be, like, disgustingly worse, and it won't help at all. But, my goal for this episode is to just catch a Pokemon. Get a new team member, pretty much. So, yeah. So, speaking of Elgato, if you don't know what Elgato is, it's a game capture... That's a capture card, essentially. It's what we're using to get the footage of these games in the first place. And I'm not sponsored, obviously. I really just want to shout them out because without their capture card, we wouldn't even be able to do this right now. Because it's just so easy to use. Ooh, a Lotad. That might be interesting. It's just so nice and easy to use, it's easy to navigate, and I really love it. And then, like I said, we don't exactly have another way to record. I mean, I guess I could emulate games, but I kind of like the authentic experience, which, that's not to say I don't emulate games at all, because I do every now and then. Which, that's something I want to talk about. What's the deal with emulating games? Everyone's like, oh, it's illegal, you shouldn't do it. Which I get why. I understand why they think that. But I like to think of it more as people trying to preserve these games. Because, so that they don't get lost in time. Because, take Pokemon Gold and Silver, for example, and even Crystal has the same issue. Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. They have, for those who don't know, they have batteries inside the cartridge, and much like this game does. And it tracks the time, right? Because you put in the time, so it's even ticking away while the game is off. And that's great and all, but because of that, batteries eventually die out, and you lose all your save data, which isn't good. So, with emulators, you don't have to worry about that. That's not a problem. Because, yeah, obviously. So, I think emulators are simply a way to make things more convenient for people. Holy shit, I found a Ralts. Alright, we're catching this thing. I think emulation is just a way to make things more convenient for people, so that these games don't get forever lost in time, and that we lose all our save data. You know what I mean? Who am I talking to? Not talking to anyone. I'm talking to the people watching. But yeah, I think that's my opinion on emulation. And again, I can see why people are like, oh, it's illegal, don't do it. I can understand that. But I almost just killed it. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm sure a lot of YouTubers emulate. And I'll probably do it at some point. If I want to Let's Play ROM hacks or something, I'm gonna have to emulate. There's no option around that unless I somehow get a reproduction cart. Unless I somehow get a reproduction cart. or something like that. Oh man, what are we naming this thing? How about... Fuck, what's a good name for a psychic? How about... Madame. Madam. I don't even know if I know that's how you spell it. But, like, how you spell, like, Madam Aroma or something like that. Let me look it up really quick. Madam. What? Madam. What the fuck? Alright, we're not naming it this. How about... Good lord. I suck at naming things. Fine, I'll just do the classic. Bleachy. Bleachy the fucking Ralts. Alright, we got fucking Bleachy. Alright, let's check out Bleachy. So, yeah, that's my opinion on emulation. I'll probably do it at one point if I want to do... Because, we were talking about doing the Ocarina of Time randomizer at some point. Which I think would be fun to do. I might go heal really quick. I think that would be fun to do if I could figure out how to do it. I feel like that would be something me and my dad would do, as opposed to me just doing solo. Because there's some stuff I want to do solo, like Fire Emblem, for example. I'd play that solo. I think Final Fantasy might be something interesting, although I'm really not good at that game. But who knows, maybe I'll do, like, a beginner playthrough or some shit. I don't really know. Alright, so I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks. Tips and tricks from Gamez and Thangz. It's so stupid. So, if you want to train a Pokemon that is somewhat weak, here's what you do. So, in a trainer battle, or you could even do a wild battle too. I don't really stand a chance against this Poochyena because I don't have any attacking moves. I just have Growl, and all that does is lower attack. I'm not going to be hurting it. So what I can do is put it up front, and then switch over to my stronger Pokemon. So that way, the experience kind of splits between them, as you'll see here. The downside to that is that if they essentially get a free turn. But hey, it's not that big of a deal. So, yeah. Fuck, what was I talking about? I wanted to talk about something. Man, this is really hard. I mean, I know I talked about that a little bit in the last one, but this is very hard to keep the commentary going. Alright, we got the experience. Yeah, so see, we both got experience, and Twiggy Dick actually leveled up. So, the Twilight Princess video just uploaded earlier. It's almost an hour long. It doesn't have any views at the moment, at least not to my knowledge. Which, again, my goal isn't to get, like, a super big fan base. It's just to kinda do it. And if it gets super popular, then cool. If it just has a somewhat small following, then that's cool too. And if fucking nobody watches it, then that's cool too. I don't really give a shit. I just think I just find this fun to do. I like recording my reactions to games and playing them and telling stories and shit over them. Alright, I do have a story. So, I talked about this last time, but I play music, I want to make music and all that shit. Just earlier today, I went into a pawn shop that had a Dimebag Darrell, like, kind of tribute guitar. It was so old. It was so disgusting. That thing was gross, dude. I mean, I know it's a pawn shop, so, like, what do you really expect? But it was so gross. The strings were, like, rusty. The fretboard was rusty. The fret lines were rusty. It was so gross. Fuck, dude. It was so bad and disgusting. And when I got home, I had to wash my hands because my fingers just felt so dirty. It's disgusting, dude. So yeah, that was a gross experience. Oh man. I just don't know what to talk about. I guess I can talk about the game. Critical hit. Okay, that's something I can explain. So critical hit, every now and then, I don't know what the exact chances are, but sometimes when you attack, when you hit them, obviously, you will get a critical hit and you'll do more damage. But not only will you do more damage, you'll also completely ignore all stat changes. So, say they raise their defense 3 times, the critical hit would ignore that. I don't know what I'm doing right now. The critical hit would ignore those stat changes, and it would pass through the defense. So, it's pretty good if you can get lucky with it. And then there's ways to raise your critical hit chance as well, which is also very nice. You can do it with items, I think. You can do it with moves. So, yeah, there's a lot of strategy to this game. More than people might think. For casual players, it's very simple. And, in essence, it is pretty simple. In total, it is pretty simple. But once you get into the competitive side of things, it gets super in-depth, it gets super complicated. And that's what I find fun about it. If you are just a casual player, chances are you can get into it because, oh, I like how this Pokemon looks, and I like how this one looks, and I like this one better than the other. And then if you're a competitive player, it's like, I like how this one fights better than this one. It's just, so, it's available to all audiences, and say what you will about this being a kid's game or whatever, but kids can get into it, adults can get into it, teenagers can get into it. A lot of my friends fucking love Pokemon. I'm not necessarily all of them, but a lot of them do. And that's nice. It's nice that Pokemon is really big. It's arguably the biggest multimedia franchise to exist ever. It's really big. I've met a lot of people through Pokemon. I've made a lot of really good friends through Pokemon. And that's nice. It's a really good thing. So, yeah, it's just... Pokemon's a pretty big deal, and I hit the wrong button. I'm really not paying attention to the game. Oh man, Shroomish. I love Shroomish, dude. I like Shroomish a lot. Oh fuck, I got poisoned. Yeah, abilities are a thing. Fuck, dude, this sucks. I'm gonna die. Fuck, I'm so disgusting. I apologize. Oh man, I'm poisoned. So, yeah, you can get poisoned and, like, paralyzed and shit, and it'll slowly kill you, obviously. Oh man, you know what does suck about this? I want to lay down right now, and I want to lay down and play this game, but I really can't. I have to sit up and talk into the mic. I mean, I guess I could lay down, but the audio would be quieter. And I don't want that. I want it to be not, like, screechingly loud, obviously, but I want to... You know, I say obviously a lot. I didn't even realize it until now, but I really say that a lot. You know, that's something that is interesting. That if you notice it about yourself, or you can even... Other people may tell you it, too. You can... It's really hard to... Oh shit, I need to heal. It's really hard to know if you're saying something too much. You know what I mean? So, like, when I'm texting, and even when I'm talking, too, I say the word like a lot. Like right then, too. I'll say, okay, so, like, here's an example. So maybe, like, blah, blah, blah. And then I go into whatever the fuck I was saying. And that's really interesting because it's a hard habit to break. Because you really have to watch what you're saying, you really have to watch how you're saying it. And, you know, it's no secret that I cuss a lot. I cuss like crazy. And sometimes it's really hard to just not, since I do it so much already. which makes things kind of difficult because, I mean, I can control it to an extent. Like, I have friends, or I have some friends that are like, I don't like cussing. So I'm like, okay, I won't cuss around you then, or I'll try not to. And then I have some friends that are like, just be yourself. So I'm like, alright, I'll be myself, and I just fucking cuss like crazy, and I say horrible things. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, necessarily. We gotta go up here. I don't think there's really anything wrong with that, as long as, so if I say, like, this is our dad, by the way, he's a gym leader. So if I say, oh fuck, I messed up, then that's one thing. But, and then if I say, oh, go fuck yourself, you stupid bitch, and I mean that, then that's a problem. If I'm just saying that to be, like, jokey, then that's fine. And, you know, everybody knows that I'm, like, not serious at all. Which is good, because with the things I say, if someone took me seriously, they would be very offended. At least, I imagine they would be. So, yeah, and I think cussing can also relieve my stress a little bit, which is kind of crazy sounding. But when I'm raging at a game, and I'm like, oh fuck, god damn it, or something like that. Whereas if I'm not able to do that, I kind of have to stop myself because, I don't know, maybe I'm in an environment where I can't say those words. I think it stresses me out more to be forced to watch myself to not say that. Whereas if I'm just sitting here playing this game and like, oh fuck, I found a Ralts, then that's okay, as opposed to having to watch myself say that. And then force myself to not say it. So, that's a good thing, right? But it's also a bad thing because I've come to the point where I'm saying that, right? That if I have to watch myself and watch what I say, then maybe that's a problem, and maybe I have to improve that. Maybe I have to improve that. Maybe I have to watch myself all the time. And then if I watch myself all the time, then duh, I'll be watching myself all the time. Fuck. If I'm watching myself all the time, then that means I'm watching myself in an environment where I should be watching myself. So, I think that is kind of the extent of it. Anyway, I was talking over that whole thing. Basically, this kid, he caught his first Pokemon. We helped him do it. My mom's waiting for me. I have to go. Bye, Punkle. Yeah, so that's great. Head for Rustboro City. Alright, cool. Roxanne. That's a song by that shitty band, The Police. Alright, The Police isn't a shitty band. They've got some shit. That fucking song, Every Breath You Take. That's like a stalker song. Ooh, look at this guy. Oh, I got sunglasses. Excuse me. Let me guess. From the way you're dressed, are you a Pokemon trainer? Well, maybe not. Your clothes aren't all that dirty. You're either a rookie trainer, or maybe you're just an ordinary kid. Nah, I take showers, that's why. I'm roaming the land in search of talented trainers. I'm sorry to have taken your time. Well, fuck you, then. Why don't you go suck on a fucking dog's dong? You cunt. You fucking cunt. Oh, you little cunt. I'm gonna punch you, you cunt. I'm not a trainer. Blah, blah, blah. Did I heal? I don't think I needed to. I guess I could show off the Pokemon Mart, because there are some stuff I need to buy. So, I kind of glossed over this. I think they taught it earlier. The buildings with the red roof are Pokemon centers. That's where you go to heal your Pokemon and move Pokemon around and stuff. The ones with the blue roof are Pokemarts, and you buy shit here. Hey, you want to buy shit? Sure, you can buy Pokeballs, potions, and then some other stuff, repels. I might buy a few of those, actually. And that's pretty much all my money, so... Yeah, I'll buy some antidotes, too, because poison is a legit thing. And they show you what the item does before you buy it, which is good. That's good that they do that. I'll go for a little bit longer. I'll enter the first dungeon. Alright, so... Let's go up here. And get the berries. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned this. You can plant berries in this game. I know. Exciting, right? No, you can plant berries, and then, the more you water them and the longer that you wait for them to grow, the more you'll get back. If you're wondering what berries do, you eat them. No. Berries can heal status conditions, like poison, and all that stuff. I talked about that a bit earlier. You can use the items like antidotes and stuff, but you can also use berries. And that's what berries are for. So, yeah. Fuck. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. We're fighting a Zigzagoon. Twiggy Dick. Growl. My attack fell. Absorb his ass. Get absorbed, you bitch. Did I talk about the audio? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, the audio was fucked up in the last one. Well, it wasn't really fucked up. It was just bothering me. I don't know if it was bothering anyone else. The audio in that first... I already talked about this shit. I need to shut up. Oh, man. This game. I love it. We should really... I was talking to Dad. I was like, we should totally play Mario 64. He's like, no. For those of you who don't know, I hate Mario 64, and so does my dad. We think it's a really bad game. And I know people are like, oh, it's the greatest game of all time, it revolutionized games. Yeah, you know what? It sucks. I don't like it. It's fucking garbage. It's not good. Anyway, we're in the Petalburg Woods. So, this is the first dungeon of the game, pretty much. So why don't we start this place next time? Cliffhanger. Alright, what was that laugh? That was so gross sounding. Alright, so, what did we do this time? We caught a Pokemon, and we got our Bleachy over here. Fucking Bleachy the Ralts. And we got here to the Petalburg Woods. So yeah, we shall continue this in the next video. So... goodbye. I love you.